Hey guys, Ron Musgraves here, Pressure Washing Institute Contractors First. I'm here today with Brandon Cody, guys, from the San Francisco Bay Area, and we've been friends for a long time. And I'm gonna let Brandon, because he can do it the best. He's gonna tell you a little bit about himself and a little bit about his business. Now, guys, go easy on him. It's the first time he's done a podcast. Like this. So if he's a little nervous, just bear with him. Give him a little chance. Go ahead, Brandon. Tell these guys. Tell them a little bit about your business and what you do and how long you've been around.
Sure. Hey, everyone. Thanks, Ron, for having me. Super appreciate your time. I hope everybody's having an amazing day. Brandon Cody with Professional Power Washing and Maintenance here out of San Ramon, California. We're a premium home service and commercial provider. We have been around since 2014, early days, primarily focused on commercial work. And then due to a understanding from feedback from the managers that we were working for on commercial properties and the need for them to have somebody maintain and offer a maintenance program for their residential homes, we focused some energy and some training and some resources on becoming the premium service provider for that in our area as
And you
well.
you will learn to always get some water when you're on these interviews.
Sure. I looked back there early on, man, and the shop was out, man. The guys took all the waters on the way out, for sure.
The minute you start talking, man, that throat gets dry. You're like, oh my God, I can't speak.
Parched all of a sudden, huh? Sure, no doubt. Good thing that somebody's been through this before and can kind of coach a little bit on that, huh? I certainly appreciate it.
Well,
man.
One thing about my podcast, man, is just like this. We're real, and I wanted to tell you guys something. The reason I'm doing this interview is this is kind of a funny thing. You know, there's a lot of guys out there in the industry. There's a lot of influencers out there, and Brandon's kind of an influencer. I don't think people look at him as a big influencer, but he gets out there and he does the things and gets in front of the camera. And one of the things that stuck out to me is that the other day, you may not even understand it, but like I saw you having a little board meeting or a little company, member meeting, employee meeting there, and you were with your team, and you just got the board table right out in the middle of the shop. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of guys out there in this industry, man. Everything's got to be perfect on camera, and it's just got to be. I was telling you in the green room, they spend more money probably on looking good than they actually are making, And I like the idea, man. You're just a real guy out there. You got real guys that are out there working for you, and that's a great thing. I like when we do these interviews. We're just getting the real person, not all the fluff, not the fantasy. We're not out there, we're not standing in front of a Ferrari that we don't own. Everybody does that, right? The social media trend. Let's stand in front of this Ferrari and take a picture and lean up on it so people think I'm successful. All that stuff to me doesn't mean anything. What really means anything, and people all the time talk about this, but they always say it. They say, how much net did you make? Well, I'm going to take it one step further. It's not just about the net that you make. It's about when you're all said and done, when we're all through with this journey, how many assets do we have tangible that are really worth anything? Because that's what it's really about. It's not about the $200,000 car that we don't own, that the bank owns, or and I know that you're not that guy, and that's one of the reasons I had you on this interview. Not that you're not flashy. I think you probably got some good toys out there, but I see that as you're out there trying to be real, and you're just taking this journey as it goes. And I'm sure you've had everybody's had struggles in business. A lot of times people are just don't want to talk about the struggles, and I get that. We put those things behind us. And then once we know what we're doing and what we're set on, and I got the idea that you pretty much know that, and that's one of the reasons, guys. This is one of the reasons I had him on the podcast, is that I think that Brandon knows now what he has to do, and I think a lot of people, and I want to say this to tell a lot of these guys out there. A lot of these guys out there are trying to find the rainbow and unicorns, right? All right. And does that exist, man?
It's not there, man. It's
No.
not there. There's no
And
silver bullet. It's a whole bunch of bullets.
Are you completely, in your mind now, 100,000% satisfied? You will not fail, right? I mean, at this point, tell me a little bit about that, because I know you're a confident guy, but put some meat and potatoes behind that. How do you know today you're not going to fail?
Sure.
Over this 10 years of hard work, well, 11 years total that you've done, you know you're not going to fail now, right?
Sure. I would say an old friend, Howard Partridge, says a dream without a team is just a dream. So the way that I know that I'm not going to fail is because I have a whole team of people who are carrying out their dream inside of the dream that I've created for a successful company. So like you mentioned earlier, it's not just about net income. It's about assets, but it's about changing lives along the way too. So for me, every customer, every house that we go to, we're trying to create an experience. We're not there cleaning these customers' homes. A lot of people can go and clean. We're there to provide an experience. If we're doing a commercial property, we're providing an experience. So we've got, to answer your question, is there's multiple other people that are taking efforts all throughout the day and the nighttime to carry this out in a fashion that's going to allow us to stay in the marketplace for a very long time.
When did you realize you had to start delegating? When did you realize that? I mean, because, it took me 10 years. It did. It took me 10 years. I've been doing this for 40 years. Everybody thinks, oh, Ron, you were successful from the get-go. No, it took me 10 years to realize the thing that you're telling me right now. I just want you to understand that. When did you realize it? Did it take 5? Did it take 10? Did it just happen last week?
No. The scaling, I realized that very early on. The scaling of that's another thing. The realization of it, and the being able to delegate and create there's levels to everything. So to create a certain footprint inside of being able to have somebody, do small things and delegating small things, that expanded over time. But I to answer your question in a nutshell, very early on, I learned that I was off the truck very early on, working on growing commercial contracts, working on, shaking hands and kissing babies very early on. And again, I'll attribute, I'm not saying anything great about myself. I was able to have great mentorship through Facebook and YouTube. Your videos from the early 90s and 2000, early on, before anybody was putting out content, were phenomenal beacons for me.
Man, you got me old. Early, the early. You mean the late 90s, the 1900s,
the late 90s,
the late 1900s.
The 1900s. Yeah, we're both from back in the 1900s, no doubt. That's a thing nowadays, man. All these kids know about that too, for sure. So I learned early on, man. You and I had calls. You told me, hey, man, I remember. You told me, hey, stop driving to every single job to figure out the numbers. Like, you should be able to put these parameters inside of a box and create a number that fits it. Again, you never really even advised much on residential work, but you said, hey, if you are going to be doing residential work, you can't be driving all the way across town to look at something. Then Mary's got you kind of in a position where you've already put an hour or 2 hours into the process. And so implementing those things early on, and then protecting our pricing model, which again, you preached very early on, other people too, but significantly from your channels, man, allowed me to, looking back, right? You don't know it at the time. You're just doing it. You're just doing it. You're kind of blindly trusting. You're looking, you're making a judgment. You're like, hey, this guy's positioned pretty well. I'm going to assume that he knows a good percentage of what he's talking about, and I'm going to do this. And the more that I enacted these things, the better it seemed that my business was becoming, right? So I just kept following from a distance, man, and tried to engage.
Yeah, lots of guys think, and they have a misperception, and you probably can agree with this now. When they think that you're going to do a restaurant for $325, they don't realize that that model is a $300,000 single operator model annually. And they don't understand that because they don't understand that the 250 is only an $850 a day, gig. Nobody understands there's only 22.2 days in a month. You're not running 30 days. Oh, we're gonna make 30 days. Well, if I had a 30-day model, that would be a $400,000 number. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you run these numbers, you run a weekly thing. One of the biggest things, man, that I wanted to tell guys here about that if they want to understand this, they have to know those numbers on a daily basis. You can't, we're going to look at that in a minute, but you can't know at the end of the month, if you said, wow, I lost money, how are you going to find out how you lost money if you don't know it daily? Is there somebody you want to introduce? Yes.
No, you're good. That's my one of the. There's a changeover in shifts right now. Some of the guys are coming.
Perfect, man. Take us through the shift change, man. Let's see it. Jump up. Let's do it. You want to see the shift change? You want to do the shift change?
We'll catch a bit of it. It's all good.
Okay,
My wife was just cueing me. Hey, somebody's going to be coming in. It's no big deal.
Okay.
The wife's out here with me too. Really quick, man. One of my early dreams when I started this thing, man, once I realized that we were really going to do something, was to build something big enough to where both my son and my wife could be involved in it, right? Like a family thing, man. Similar to, I believe your son works with you and has worked with you for a very, very long time. It's pretty special when you're able to create something.
When you can bless them with that, absolutely, yeah.
Show them the path. So after, I don't know, 15 years of my wife being in the dental field, an office manager, she just resigned and started as HR for us over here, with us growing internally and having in-house employees. That HR component is a big thing here in California, man. You burp the wrong way, man, and somebody can take offense to it, right? So there's a lot of parameters that we really have to be careful of, and how we manage our shifts and all of that kind of stuff. But anyways, that I just wanted to note that really quick. It was a very special opportunity for me to have my wife involved with the business. For a long time, I felt like she was. Hey Tyler, how's it going, man? For a long time, I felt like she didn't see what I saw. Right? She didn't believe in it, or didn't see what I saw. And so there was a huge. You talk about some of the things that people don't talk about that are the other side of business. This is one of them, right? Like, you're building something, you know that the numbers are there, the trucks are moving, things are being cleaned throughout the town. You've got these relationships, and then you think that that everybody's supposed to just jump on and show up and do the things that they're best at doing. But other people have their own life too, right? Like, again, like I said, she had been, over a decade in this field. And so,
you want to know one of the funniest things is when you talk about that, like, you could work with your partner. I watched a talk, and this wasn't even that long ago. I'd already been in business for 35 years. Mattress Mac. I know you might know him, you may not know him.
Oh, I know.
He gave this talk about early on. He actually left a wife because she wasn't on the same page, and it is so. I'm going to ring that every chance I can get, that if you don't have a partner in your life and you're an entrepreneur and they're not 1,000% behind you, they are stopping you. They are holding you up. So all the husbands out there, all the wives out there, because it could go both ways, if they're not supporting you, man, I'm sorry to say this, man, if this is your journey and you really want this and it's a dream, at first when Mattress Mac said that, I thought, man, what a horrible guy. He dumped his wife he loved because she didn't want to chase the dream with him. And man, it is so true, because it is going to be so difficult for you if you don't have that support behind you and that system. They don't necessarily have to be working next to you in the business, but man, when you come home at night, it's got to be supported, not, oh, we need to go do this, making you second guess yourself. Don't be with somebody that's ever going to make you second guess yourself. You got to have a team, and they got to be behind you. That's a cool thing that you're working with your family, running a family business. I was out with a buddy of mine. We were at breakfast, and he was saying, I'm building this business for my kids. And he's right. He's building a business for his kids. He wants to leave his kids something. we all want to do things for our kids and our family. We definitely do. It's part of being in this journey, and I don't think a lot of people realize that. They just don't realize it.
Sure. And I didn't necessarily see it that way early on either, right? Like when you're in the weeds, you can't see the clear, right? You can't. But early on, you got to try to look for that clear as fast as possible, and then get the weed eater out even faster than that, man. So you can get yourself out of there as quick as possible and get some systems in place, and really get some mentors to where they can kind of hold that flashlight for you where you got some blind spots and some darknesses, right? So yeah, man, it's an incredible journey, man, and I feel extremely blessed to have the team that I have. We wouldn't be doing what we're doing without them. There's zero question in my mind that I personally have the ability to do everything that we're doing. It's not possible. Like there's just no way, right? Like if it were all left up to just Brandon, we got some serious limitations. There's no doubt about that. Brandon's good at some things, but he's not good at everything, right?
Yeah.
So
it's a big thing. What do you think? And I don't know I don't know if we've ever had this conversation. What's if you got a guy on a truck, it's you and a guy on a truck, what's your next hire? I'm just curious. I'm curious. What is your next hire? I'll tell you what mine is, but what do you think your next hire?
If I got a guy on a truck and he's good, I'm going probably sales, man. Sales. I'm probably going sales. What about you?
Assistant.
Yeah.
Assistant.
A direct assistant to you.
I'd get an assistant. Yeah, I'd get an assistant that could help with the sales so that she understands the path. And then that way, when you hire the salesman and even more technicians, because let's face it, the assistant's going to learn a little bit of everything we know. And then they're going to be able to do a little bit of that delegation when we're not sitting, when we're not sitting in that chair, they can. And then the assistant, a lot of times, got to get the right one, right? Because they got to realize they've got to be able to see these other things. And I like that idea. And I would make all of the office people ride 2 weeks with a technician, all the office people. And at one time, 5 salespeople, 8 backup people, and 4 girls in the office. So we had everybody ride. And then what we would do on occasion is we would take the entire team and we would go out to lunch or go see a movie in the afternoon type of thing after we went to lunch. We would take them to a job site. Everybody would report to a job site because we had to instill in their mind. People forget, right? Some of them didn't do that right along 3, 4, 5 years ago. So we would take them occasionally out to a job site for a fun day and then let them reiterate all those things. Because here's the deal. They're the people, even though they're in the office and they don't go out, they're talking to these customers. They have to know, okay, we understand what mucking a commercial window is now. We've seen it. We know what it is. We'll shoot water under a door on a job site. Go inside. We're going to shoot some water in this door so that you understand what the customer is talking about when they call in with that complaint, and realize the place isn't flooded. Because, they call in, oh, my gosh, the place is flooded. There's water everywhere. And you're thinking to yourself, what in the hell's going on? You get out there, and they literally could have took a couple paper towels, and wipe that ledge up, because we all know that all that stuff gets exaggerated, right? So, you got to tell the people in the office, because the next call is to you, right? Brandon, we flooded an entire office, and you're thinking to yourself, what are you talking about? How did we flood an office? What the hell's going on here? How you doing, Barry? Barry Little, man. I don't know where Barry's out of. I don't know if he's out of Tennessee or Georgia. But Barry's one heck of a guy. Have you ever seen this guy online, man?
He does a lot of content, man. I like that guy. He's genuine, man. What's up, Barry? How you doing, brother? We haven't had a whole lot of interaction.
Show us that board, man. Here, let's talk. Tell me about the board.
Sure.
We can wrap this up. We're at 20 minutes, so we want to go ahead. Show me around. Take a little shop tour, and then we'll conclude it after you get back to your office.
Sure. I'm not sure how to flip the camera around on this.
Don't flip it. No, you don't got to flip it. Oh, he left us. He's going to have to come back in. Well, guys, while I'm waiting for him to come back in, guys, hey, if you want to share and you want one of these shirts right here, one of these pressure washing institutes, if you share and make a note that you guys have shared, and then message me on Messenger that you shared this cast, we'll get you a shirt, man, for free. We'll ship you out a shirt for free. I don't have any of these. Everybody always wants John Tornabeni's garage cleaning event. I don't have it, but I definitely have a lot of these, and I got a bunch of these, so we can get you a shirt. It might be a different color, but it'll be very similar, very similar. We'll give Brandon a little bit to come back in here, see if he can come back in here. How are you doing, Aubrey? How you doing, man? There's Barry again. OGs. I don't know if we're the OGs, but we are certainly there. There you go, man. I'm going to rock my shirt this week on a video. Awesome, man. I appreciate it. Barry's already got a shirt. He's gonna rock one in on a video. There you are. You're back.
Cool. Hey, not sure what happened. Let's see if I can do dual cameras here.
You don't got to do dual. You don't got to do dual. You can just spin it around, man. If you got it like this, you can see where you're pointing it, so you can point it kind of like this and just look like this at it. You can point it at anything. There you go. Oh, there you go. Awesome.
There we go. Here, awesome. Now let me flip this sideways.
Let's do it.
All right,
here we
cool.
go.
So,
oh my goodness, you got a window. You can watch everybody through the window. Oh my goodness.
Operations guys out here. Let me see here.
There's the board. July and August.
We run it. I don't know if you're able to see up here, but basically this is our color code here. We're gonna run. Let's see here. Maintenance jobs at night in black. Blue will be new residential jobs, and then red will be job walk. So.
Well, you know what I want to see. I want to see a lot of black on that board, man.
Sure. It's there. We got them going, man. And there's some stuff that just is handled obviously without my team having to be super. I got my one operations guy here. He deals with everything on the inside, pricing and stuff like that. My other operations guy here deals with everything on the outside, meaning jobs, having to help guys out, needing material on a job, getting the trucks ready beforehand. Let me see if I can catch that truck leaving. Let's see. Let me see if I can catch him leaving. I think so. Can you see him?
I did it.
All right.
He's out of here.
One truck's leaving. Still got another one in here.
Walk us around that thing, man. Tell us how did this rep get inspired? I'm just curious. How did it get inspired? I love the colors, man.
Thank you.
I love the green. I love the green, the way the green goes with the blue. That number is huge. What's the tailgate look like? I know that's not a utility bed, but I'm always interested in the tailgate, man.
Yeah.
Always interested.
Nothing on the tailgate.
Nothing on the tailgate.
Nothing on the tailgate.
Put that number right on that sucker, man.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Definitely not a bad idea. Got a couple.
You found a.
Somebody was talking the other day about extra equipment. They were saying that you don't need extra equipment. The hell if you don't, man. Like, so there's a brand new one ready to go. There's another brand new one ready to go that we built. Here's some junkers that we had to take out. Yeah, always got to have some extra equipment for
always
sure.
Always got to have backups, for sure. Right? How do you fill the schedule if you don't have backups? And if you're down, what do you do without extra equipment? You call it a day, 2 days. I mean, you lose. You don't go to work for a couple of 2-3 days. You lose $4,000, $5,000. I mean,
for sure.
Can't do that. Can't do
this
that.
This one's next to go into the wrap shop.
Oh, it didn't get a wrap. This one's just a workhorse. This is your. No, leave it unwrapped. Make this your nighttime workhorse, man. Leave it unwrapped.
We just acquired this one from working with our sub. This came on with him. He had outfitted it the same way that our other trucks were outfitted. So we got an appointment to wrap that next week, and we got a brand new Toyota Corolla that we just wrapped as well for our sales guy. So he's able to do direct everything direct. We weren't doing. Let me flip this back around. Yeah, early on, we weren't doing the estimates we weren't doing in-person estimates. We were quoting them over the telephone, and
We
we
got
just
a
went.
we got a question when you get that flipped back around. When you get your camera
Yep,
flipped back around, you get back in the driver's seat.
sure.
We got a question. I don't know if you want to handle this question. How do y'all get your leads? Any advice? I can't handle that question because I don't do residential, and I don't know necessarily if they're talking about necessarily residential or what they're talking about.
Yeah, so depending on it's so residential is going to be uh, local SEO, local having a. I got a building here, 12907 Alcosta Boulevard, right in the community that we work in. It's Google My Business certified, so there's some local SEO that goes along with that. Then we also geotag our photographs, do some video on site. There's, believe it or not, here's a tip right here. Here's a tip. So every job that you're out on, describe the community that you're working in, the problem that you're solving, and the name of your company and how they can find you. Just say that on video. Go right to the front of the job, do a live video. Anybody that's ever watched any of my videos, you'll see that if I'm on the job, I'm doing exactly that. And then all the other videos, my technicians are on the job. Very rarely am I even.
Again, that real content, right? A
Yeah,
real
yeah,
contractor
yeah.
just saying, hey, man, we're here doing this job. And the next thing you know, these algorithms pick that stuff up and people find it.
There's no magic bullet. There's no other way. Look, I have a digital marketing company, and I'm not. There's no way to do it. If anybody that I partner with doesn't isn't willing to do the video content and the things that we're requesting, we're not able to work with them, no matter what. There's no person in anywhere in the world that can do some magical data stuff on Google or anywhere else, AI for that matter, anything, and make something just automatic, make you become all of a sudden a prime service contractor in the community, because Google reads these trust signals from all these different channels. So like when somebody says, oh, well, what do I do? You got to do a little bit of all of it, and then you see which one works and you do a little bit more of that, but don't stop doing the other stuff either, right? Like it's continuous, man. It's continuous posting. Barry Little knows he's always putting out content, and he's talking about the service that he's providing, the problem that he's solving, where he's solving the problem at.
You mean he just doesn't have a big head? You mean he's doing that for a reason? Come on.
100% he is. And it's working too, because I see him on all kinds of nice jobs, and that's why he's getting it. People see, it's easy for people to think, oh, I want commercial properties, and they're not on these channels. Well, unless you know for a fact, what do we got in
there
there?
it is, for free.
For free.
For
Yep.
free. That's
100%.
it. All right,
100%.
Barry, we need to get you on, man. We need to get you on and talk about it. Definitely.
Yeah,
well,
for sure.
Hey, man, we went 28 minutes, and what I've learned doing these videos, nobody ever wants to watch for more than 30 seconds. So,
sure.
So, anything, man, you want to tell anybody about the company, what you're doing in the future? I mean, I know you and I, we've got some sketchy plans. I call them sketchy because we don't have anything locked down yet. But I want to tell you guys this. Next year in 26, I want to do a trio. I want to do a hands-on 5 hours of classroom, hands-on. I want to do restaurant cleaning, a gas station training, and a garage training in 2 days. I know that's a lot to put in 2 days, but I want to do a training like that, and I want to do it 4 times. And believe it or not, this is one of the guys I want to, let's go like that. This is one of the guys I want to do it with, because I believe that in his area in the world, I believe it would be big. I believe that people don't know this, but New York City, Chicago, Los Angeles, San Francisco, they're amongst the leaders in you can go do these statistics, all 3 of those things: gas stations, restaurants, and parking garages. Isn't that crazy? They lead in all 3 of those things. No, it's not cities like Phoenix. It's not cities like Houston. all the guys in Houston go, no, Houston's got so many restaurants. Yeah, they may be number one in restaurants, but I'm talking about the trio. The trio, if you combine all those three things together, those are the most three popular cities. And I'd like to do a training at least 4 times in 2026 and do all 3 of those trainings simultaneously. So anybody watching this video that wants to reach out to me, I do have somebody in New York tentatively as well. So that one's covered. But I'm looking for 2 more places that some guys might want to do this. And I'll probably do Houston just because there's I have so many friends in Houston that will probably wind up doing Houston. But guys, that's what I'm up to in 2026. I'm going to be, oh, by the way, I want to mention Reno. Guys, I will be in Reno, and I want to mention it. Give me 2 seconds here. I want to put this banner up because I want people to know that I'll be in Reno. I don't know if I'm doing anything in Reno as far as teaching, but I'm going to be in Reno at the Power Clean Show September 25th, 26th, and 27th. Hey, are you coming to that, man?
I think so.
You're so close. How far are you from Reno?
Not too far, 2.5, 3 hours.
Is that your boy?
That's my boy, man.
Awesome.
At 10 years old, man. Out there, the first truck, first.
Is he using an X-Jet?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, yep. He's having fun. He's having fun foaming that, man. Well, hey, we can wrap this up, man. What do you got for us?
Hey, nothing much, man. Just excited to continue to talk about these plans for 2026, man. See how it shapes up. I remember last year, the year before last year, we did a gas station training with Carlos, and the reaction from the guys, man, just phenomenal to be able to bring that space to the guys, local contractors, which is much needed.
Hey, early September, I'll be doing this video with Carlos Gonzalez too, by the way. Early September.
Sweet. Yeah. So look forward to having more conversations and seeing if we can make it work logistically. I know that we do a lot of parking garages here. I think we probably maintain 9 or so parking garages annually a year in the community. So you said September. I got to check with the operations guys to find out when the scheduling is. But as long as scheduling works out, or we can get access to one of the ones that we do during that time, we may have.
I'm jealous, dates, man. I'm jealous. What's the temp there,
man? It's probably, I don't know, how hot is it, babe? 75, 80?
Oh, you're killing me, man.
It's warm here. It's warm here, man.
Are we gonna meet the missus, or is she afraid to get on camera?
Yeah, no, here she is. I'll put her on right now. There she goes. There's the other half.
How are you doing, Mrs. Cody?
Oh, there we go. Good
to see you.
Hello.
You keeping him busy?
Always.
Awesome stuff. Always a great thing when everybody's involved with it. That's great. How old's your boy now that I met? How old is he?
22, man. 22 years old.
They grow fast.
He's running the largest commercial project that we got, man. Check this out. When I went on site, they called me. He was busy inside of a building. They called me in there to come talk about some other stuff. And when they introduced me to the other guys in the office, they said, hey, you know the young guy that's really respectful and always got some thoughtful questions? Yeah, that's his dad right there. That's how I got introduced to one of our largest projects, right?
That's good.
Man,
that's good.
Kid's really doing good, man.
That's
super
good.
proud.
That's good.
Super proud.
Awesome
real
stuff.
Quick, I'm just gonna get this in the background real quick. That's that map right there is so for the residential guys. Target your marketing, whatever marketing you do, don't just shotgun it, target it. So, like if you can see that one little area right there, if we're gonna send anything to that area, we're gonna deploy everything to that area. That's
Hey Brandon, you got into a pickle with the internet for some reason. I don't know why, but you froze up on me. But hey, guys, we were about concluding that thing. I appreciate Brandon for coming out today, man. It was a great interview. Appreciate him coming on board today. We're going to do another one. We'll do a recap with him in a few months, and we'll see where things are at. Probably around the holidays. And I'm definitely going to be getting out his way to do some training. So, guys, stay tuned. Make sure you watch out. Wednesday night, I'll be on at 6 p.m. John Tornabene will be on this weekend, the garage cleaning specialist, the guy that leads the industry in garage cleaning classes. I always tell him he's the highest paid speaker in the industry. So tune in on Wednesday night, and for sure we'll be there with John at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be talking to John Tornabene. Ron Musgraves, Pressure Washing Institute. We're out. Thanks again, Brandon, for coming on tonight. We appreciate it.